reliable, right? But I think that that's also trusting your intuition just as much as making good judgments of character. Learning to trust your intuition and the internal bodily feelings that we can interpret to keep ourselves safe or to keep ourselves in beneficial circumstances.
I think that maybe like a point that you may be trying to make maybe as an undertone or like kind of like a side, but a supporting fact is that sometimes, like, even at our best, as we can see, with celebrities and athletes, even popular people in our community, people that we respect, sometimes as much as we try our best, like I was mentioning, the women intuition, you said sometimes, these things, these beliefs that we hold in a person or in just a belief itself can fail. So what I'm gathering, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that compassion would kind of be like something that would not like solve the whole thing in its entirety, but like compassion would be like a good like complement to intuition. Like, I mean, because like I could be like a police officer, like, you know what I mean, or somebody with good perception skills. Like I noticed, when we were in the media commons, editing your film, when we were trying to sync up, how you're teaching me how to sync up and watching the movements, the body language. If you're a person that can be a good judge of or reader into like body language, but have no compassion or lacking a little bit of compassion, would that be would you be I don't know, like, I mean, how would that relate? You know what I mean? Do you need both, or is there any real like absolute like answer for any of the senseless or solving this sort of like?
Yeah, I'm not actually sure there is an answer to solving how we could protect people from that kind of situation. I think what you're touching on in terms of being observant is kind of going back to this whole we can have a lot of information about a particular situation, and being observant is crucial to getting as much information as possible. Okay. But the compassion part also maybe will help us, like compassion as in being empathetic to someone else, feeling, maybe putting ourselves in their shoes to what they might feel. So that might help us get to the point where we can understand where someone is coming from. But that's, again, another skill that, is not necessarily taught yet in today's educational curriculum, right? But compassion is something that would be really important to form a better community where people are more in solidarity with each other. And if people were, actually, that leads on down the line, if people were more, if we were able to continue to build closer and tight-knit communities where people were observant and non-judgmental and compassionate, things really would change, wouldn't they? Because then maybe they wouldn't be in the experience that they have, or have that experience heightened so much to where they don't know where to go for help when they need it. So that maybe Rachel might have made a different decision, or maybe her family, her friends could have persuaded her to do different. But all those things, non-judgment and compassion, is the key.
It's like just taking the steps, the first couple steps, just to learn.
Yeah, and then also, I think it also requires people to have a good sense of reflection. You have to know yourself quite quite well. And that may be something else that
Yeah,
will really nourish in our society.
Yeah, even like today when like, you know, I mean, like you have kids who can like go to not even kids, but like people who are of age where they can go to and get a gun, you know what I mean, and get a license or pick up stuff, and nobody does like, you know, it's not even just background checks as far as like criminal records, but just like people that know the people like intimately, like yo, you know, so and so, you know, do you think it's like, you know, pretty like he'll be able to handle like owning a gun or this or that, or even just doing like, you know what I mean, like it just takes a lot of
people, yeah, in our society, I wonder if there are enough people who
check out,
yeah, who are tight enough with the other people in their community.
Right.
And I think that's part of it too. That if you're not tight with the people in the community, then there's no vested interest in compelling someone to say, maybe we ought to check up on that. Maybe that isn't the best idea for them, or maybe that isn't the, you know, people have one of the things that I haven't talked about this for a long time, but one of the things that people do is like in research and is analyzing social networks now, and how people get support when they need it, and how people are connected to other people, and different communities and different individuals have different kinds of social networks and support networks, and so we can't expect them all to look the same. Like there is no one prescriptive, this is the way to handle.
There could be like an anomaly or something, that the freak occurrence that, you know, you thought just when it was okay, and it's just something that goes bad.
Well, and there is that too. I don't know that I want to say that this was something totally random, but it feels random. You're shocked.
Yeah, it's definitely like I didn't expect to see somebody, you know what I mean, like that. It's just, and there's a lot of other things that could, you know, relate, but I feel like it would just make it more complex. But like even, you know, with the whole like Facebook thing, you know what I mean, there's people on there that are just on there just to chat, just to flirt, and some people literally just have no, you know, other outlet. They may not be a musician or somebody that needs a social network to promote, but they may just be a person that is hurt inside and has all these knots, and then they're just crying out. And you know what I mean? Everybody's just, you know, caught up in their world, their work friends, the friends that they hang out with, or, you know, talking to the people that they talk to. And sometimes we just, you know, we are in ourselves and we don't, you know, look at other people's life, you know what I mean? Like for instance, like myself, you know, I have things that's going on that I don't really, you know, have the time, nor do I think it may be the best, you know, thing to do, but to go into it. But I have like, you know, things that concern that, you know, in the same environment where this happened, just, you know, relational things, you know, relational issues. You know, me and my daughter's mom aren't the best of friends, and a lot of times we butt heads and almost seem like, you know, we're just like, you know, not meant to even carry on the conversation, like, you know, about, you know, anything, like, you know. So it's like, you know, and like me, like for the past, like, you know, I feel like months after months after months I've been venting, and like people that know me, I'm not just talking about people that are my friend on Facebook, but people that, you know, I've like been close as we are, but like on a more consistent basis, like day after day. And, you know, just not really, it may be that, you know, they have their own thing going on, but it seemed like a fire would need to be lit under their ass to like get them to say something, because no one really comments on, you know, things that I feel should, you know, people should look into as far as my personal life. But then again, maybe they have their own thing going on, because they could be, you know, somebody like, you know, the victim, Rachel, you know what I'm saying, who I wish I would have got to know a little bit better, you know what I mean? Maybe there could have been something different that I could, you know, have said to maybe she maybe in a conversation she might have brought up her, becoming, involved with this guy who nobody, well, I don't know about, but you know what I mean. Apparently, he wasn't known too well. But that I could have said something that may cause a change, but it's just one of those things where you never do know. You know what I mean? But do you have like any like closing like advice or anything that you would like to say to kind of like bring it all to like a close, like a good stopping point?
Well, I mean, I definitely think that you have a great point about urging our society or different communities in our society or different individuals. That's really where it starts at the individual level of in their own behavior. They have an experience like this, and then they are able to channel that the consequences of that into different behavior, right? And that different behavior might be to really make it a priority to check up on the people that you care about. Because it's not like no one cared about Rachel. And it's not like nobody checked up on her too. Like her mom does say in the article that, she's making her own decisions. And so sometimes it is sad when we let people be independent, as our society values that kind of independent spirit. But at the same time, maybe it's a call for people to come together in community.
I appreciate you taking part in this vlog and my assignment. I feel like there was like myself, there was like maybe not closure, for like definitely not for close friends and family. But I feel like I hope that in making this video that it helps to bring forth some enlightenment and open people's eyes, and like Priscilla said, check up on the people that you care about, because you never know when you may not get the chance to talk to them again. And it's pretty much it. Say be informed and be healthy. So be positive. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. Night.
Tomorrow's production available in today's market. Upgrade your sounds today and start making hits.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of put, the light. So we're in the light. All right. It's your friend, Ralph Cornelio, and I'm here with a new friend, actual grad student.
What up, world? This is Jamillions, and you're now listening to a DJ Ryan remix. Let's go.
It's that real shit, yo.
Yeah. I started young, kicking dust, man. Living rough, you watch your mouth around my mama, you couldn't cuss, man. I had a down ass homie though. We ran the streets and on the scene at the age of 14. I packed the 9 and my nigga packed the 45. We drinking 40s, little shorties living on the lives. You couldn't stop us, long as I got my Glock, fuck the coppers. Hanging on the block, slanging rocks and making profits. I couldn't fuck with the school life, I was a fool. I done the motherfucker for it too, man. Tonight will be the night, that's what we thinking. Hustling in the rain, felt no pain, cause we drinking. Playing them hoes like manure. First let my nigga fuck it, then I fuck, that's how we do it. There's 2 niggas coming up out the hood, living life just as good as we could.
Don't feel like singing tonight. Oh, same song.
Pour out a little liquor.
Don't feel like singing tonight. Oh, same song.
Oh, you cash don't know. Yeah, baby. Shit's about to jump off. Waiting for the bus, bringing my man from up north. Been like 3 years when he got knocked. Since he got caught, pumped up like 5 new blocks. Holding down board, kept a nigga straight with money on the books. It ain't bitches, it's crooks who look out for other crooks. Took him shopping, money in his pocket, he straight. Dropped him off at the wife crib after we ate. Out of state was the next move for me. Had to make that nigga chill for at least 2 to 3 months. Cause once it's on, he didn't care. It's like, slow down, baby, the money ain't going nowhere. Keep in touch though, to show how much your ass is with it. The dope flow is there, and in a minute you can get it. You have to watch a nigga just coming home in the game. Cause on the low, he may be trying to go against the grain.
Don't feel like singing tonight. Oh, same song.
Pour out a little liquor.
Don't feel like singing tonight. Oh, same song.
Oh, you cash
Drinking
don't
on
know.
gin, smoking on blunts in its own. Reminisce about my niggas that's dead and gone and know they buried. Sometimes my eyes still get blurry cause I'm losing all my homies and I'm worried. I got my back against a brick wall, trapped in a circle. Boxing with them suckers till my knuckles turn purple. Mama told me, son, there'll be days like this. Don't wanna think so. I hit the drink and say flicks. We have plans of being big time G's. Rolling in mark cars, moving the keys. And now I roll up the window, blaze up some endo. Get towed down for my niggas in the pen, yo. Your son's getting big and strong, and I love them like one of my own till you come home. And the years so fly with a quickness. You do the time, and I'll keep handling your business.
Don't